It's late August. I'm on the Snake River here in Jackson Hole, and I'm getting ready to fish a nice grassy bank. It's windy, and there's grasshoppers all over the place. Many of you have tried to throw these big flies in windy conditions and found it to be real tough. Hopper fishing, or big attractor fishing as we call it, can be very difficult because a lot of the patterns are foam now, and they have rubber legs on them, as you can see, like that. And they can be very wind resistant. So I'm going to give you some thoughts on fishing hoppers, fishing these big foam flies, and some tricks I think you'll find will work quite well for you. First of all, you got to start with the right equipment. And you're not going to throw this fly very successfully on a 3 or a 4 weight. You're going to use a 5 or a 6 weight. And you're going to have the right leader situation. When I say the right leader situation, first of all, you're going to have a nice butt section on your leader. That butt section is going to help roll this leader over. Now this butt section can be anywhere from about 18 inches to a foot, and it can be in 2 sections. It can be like 30 pound, 25 pound, and then you attach your tapered leader. Now you might notice that this is a knotted leader. This is a hand-tied leader. These will roll over bigger flies a lot better than the store-bought leaders that you buy that are drawn down without the knots. Now, can you make these yourself? Yes, you can. Can you buy them? There are several companies that do make what they call the traditional hand-tied leader. Now, right now, as you notice, this is kind of a darker material, like a Maxima, and now we're going to go down into a lighter material. And as you can see right here, this is a clear material, but it's still 3X. Now, you notice it's not very long. I'm not going to have this much longer than about 8 to 10 inches. And at this point, we're going to tie on our big hopper. I can fish it singly, 1 hopper. And then I'm going to add a dropper to it. We call it the hopper dropper. Don't say that too fast. The hopper dropper with a nymph. But also with the hopper, I might put on a caddis. I might put on a wolf. And so I have 2 dry flies. And in extreme situations, I might put on 2 hoppers. John, you know what time it is?
No, what time is it, Jack?
It's time to head to the South Fork.
Well, John, how come you have the hopper and the dropper? What's the advantage of using a hopper rather than just an indicator?
In my case, when I'm fishing an indicator, I tend to just start going into a zone and forgetting I'm even fishing half the time.
Yeah.
When I'm fishing the hopper, it's like I'm blind fishing a dry fly. You've got the hopper up there, which you will catch fish on, and acts as a good indicator. And then the next fly down is always a copper, because it sinks real fast and catches fish. That first brown I caught was on the red copper.
Yeah.
And then below that, I have a nymph representing the major insect activity that has been going on here, which is beta. So I get the little flashback beta submerger.
A lot of times the fish will sort of get the attention and he'll see the hopper.
Oh yeah.
Rather than just an indicator that's there. It's actually looks like some food and kind of gets the fish's interest off the bottom because I think he was looking first at that hopper.
Then they see these other nymphs.
Yeah.
And it's really a very effective, fun way to fish.
They're 2 big fish. I'd like to see what they do if you throw that way up here. Let me tell you where. Okay, you're still behind them about 5 feet or so. I mean, you've got to get this cast up and they're holding real deep.
Okay,
so if we're going to get that hopper to move anything, looky, 2 fish down.
They just blow them?
No, they're nice fish. Well, that's probably good. That's over to the side. Let's see if anything moves that way. You're in a pool about... Oh, there's a fish. Did you see him? That has a possibility. That's it. You got him. Yeah.
Oh, pretty fish. Nice cut.
Nice fish. Nice cut throw. Real nice.
Just had to add that one more fly on the bottom.
Yeah,
Get down
you
to
just had
him.
to get some depth.
Put another copper on. You guys are up there spotting the fish, and Mike told me where to cast, and the old hopper just twitched, and I set, and there's Mr.
Taking
Cut.
a float trip on the South Fork without getting in the boat's the best kind of float trip. That's a real typical South Fork cutthroat. Just a minute, let me climb down there. Yeah, nice fish.
Nice cut. Pretty
Really
fish.
nice to watch that whole
That was pretty funny. A lot of help on that. Spotters.
dark color. See the cut on him, and look at that yellow belly. And fish is probably
That's a pretty fish.
14, 15 inch
Yeah.
fish.
See you, Mr. Cutthroat.
There it goes.
Have a good day. Sorry I interrupted your dinner.
Well, let's see that whole rig up you got. You put, what you did is you just put an extra nymph.
Well, that fish was sitting a little deeper,
Yeah.
thanks to my spotters. And so I went, usually go like about 3 to 4 feet to my first copper. Then I had my emerger under that and caught a few fish on that. And then so to get a little deeper, we added
Another?
18 inches of 5X super fluorocarbon, another red copper, and that just sunk it right
And
down
that's what made the difference.
into the money zone.
That fish was holding deep.